Hey guys, what's up? It's Tees here, coming at you with another Tips with Tees in College Football 25. One thing I just realized is how effective the pass commit is compared to the run commit and what happens if you guess incorrectly. But before we jump into this video, if you could please leave a like, if you're new to the channel, subscribe, and make sure to turn on those notifications so you don't miss another Tips with Tees in College Football 25. So currently right now I'm running man coverage here, and in order to guess the play, you press right bumper on Xbox, and then on the right side with the right stick you can see what you can do. You can guess pass, you can guess run, to the left, to the right, or even up the middle. And so let's see what happens if you guess run to the left, which is right stick to the left. And by doing that, obviously the only way I can really run the ball is to the left since the halfback is on the right side. But watch the defenders here on the right side. I'm going to throw it to 2, but you're just going to watch as they hesitate for about a half a second before start going back to playing coverage defense. Look at that. They hesitate for a second and boom. So if you guess incorrectly in this game, which is something that I rarely do, I highly don't recommend, do not guess the play if you're in a situation where anything can happen. If it's third and absolutely long and they have to pass it, or fourth and very long and they have to pass it, then yes, I guess pass every single time. If it's third down and 1, you might feel the need to maybe do that, and it's not effective if you don't guess correctly, as you see here. Again, I will guess again, run, this time just run up the middle. Watch them right there as boom, they get beat easily and is an easy touchdown for the offense if you guess incorrectly. Let's go into replay just to see who is affected with this. So we already saw number 28. As soon as the ball is hiked, boom, he's not moving. 10, he's not moving either. Look at this, every single player on offense is going to get past their defender easily because look at that defensive line, even the linebackers, dude. They are just creeping up, expecting it. Even the safeties, everyone on the team is moving towards the line of scrimmage, and that is detrimental if you're trying to make a stop. So obviously when it comes to guessing a run, you better guarantee that it is going to be a run play, whether you're getting beat on the run constantly, before risking it all on this. So now let's see what happens if you guess pass. So I'm going to guess pass here, right stick up. Again, just doing man coverage, a simple little concept, nothing too crazy. But look how well they play defense. Obviously, there are going to be players open. That's just going to happen. But you have a better chance at making the stop. Obviously, flat routes with running backs who are guarded by linebackers are going to be almost overpowering in this game because of the mismatch there. So you want to make sure you're very careful on what you are guessing. Because the last thing you want to do, again, is do this and guess run. No one's ready. No one's ready. And the fact that I just threw that away on accident is very lucky, and it's not going to happen too often. You're going to leave open a lot of players all the time, and that is if you are not paying attention or even accidentally do it. So worst case scenario, you definitely want to guess pass. So look, let's see what happens if I guess pass and I audible into a run. Okay? So I'm going to do with a read option here. I'm basically just going to hand it off to Love. But let's just see what happens here. I didn't score a touchdown, so that's huge. That's huge in itself, honestly. As let's see what happens if I don't change anything at all. So let's watch the defense here. They go normally, okay. I don't get as many yards there, but obviously when you're not guessing anything, it's 50-50, and they play normally. The defenders on the back end, the defensive backs, the players who have responsibilities in the passing game, they're going to drop back just a little bit. And when it comes to the defensive line, they're just going to try and get to the quarterback as best as they can. And as you see here, like, it's more difficult to run if you are not guessing pass. And let's try again, pass commit here. But before we do, let's just look at the replay here. I like going back and just looking at the defense. Look at that. The safety helped because the defense, the safety on the right side, he is kind of like the robber. So he's already got a little bit of run responsibility. Plus, he's kind of playing right behind that linebacker. And because of that, he's kind of setting himself up just in case Love were to get past the first line of defense there, but he doesn't get past the linebacker or that defensive end. Look at, there's already 2 or 3 players right there just in case we don't break that tackle. And it looks like number 1 already beats his player, but that's just because it's, you know, a press release and he beats it. You do not want to risk guessing if you don't know what's coming. But now if you guess pass on a run play again, let's see what happens here that we see previously by not guessing, that everything is kind of playing how it's supposed to. But now let's see what happens to do pass play. Definitely had a little bit more room to run there, excuse me. But let's look at the replay here. Okay, you see it took the linebacker an extra second, this guy. It took the linebacker an extra second to identify that it was a run because they were guessing pass. And if I would hit that hole cleanly, a little bit more to the left here, as obviously running into number 78 doesn't really help, and I'm getting too close where number 11 actually can throw out his hand and slow me down, which he in turn does, I might have been able to shoot through that gap better. That's just on me, a user error. But because of that, it gives me a little bit more space to run. So you definitely want to be aware of guessing correctly. And honestly, if you're not good at guessing, don't guess until it's absolutely obvious of what is coming, because the last thing you want to do is give up either a chunk play or an easy touchdown. I used to play College Football 25, and I would see this from time to time, and I wouldn't put 2 and 2 together until now. I know it's been a while, but I wouldn't have put 2 and 2 together until literally this week. And I was like, you know what? I wonder if that has anything to do with the run and pass commit. And it does. And it really, really does. And I'm not sure if you guys have noticed that either. Put down in the comments if you guys have noticed this, if this is just really old and I just haven't. It wasn't something I saw on Reddit or anything, which normally is the case. This is something that I literally just put together on my own. Very slow. I apologize for that. But this is something that when I play the CPU, I'm like, wow, they aren't moving. That was like an easy touchdown. Well, it's because they were run committing in a passing situation. So you want to be very, very careful about that, especially if you are in a do or die situation. If you're going up against a team that's constantly beating you in the air, well, that's fine. It's better to not give up a big play than give up a bunch of short plays, because it's a lot harder to drive down the field constantly 3 to 4 to 5 yards at a time than just 2 or 3 big plays and you score. It's better to always stop that deep pass, stop that deep play that's going to hurt you the most. If you're getting stopped by, or if you're getting beat by the run constantly, yes, run commit. I completely understand that. But if you do that, I highly recommend maybe playing one of the safeties just in case that you are going to run commit and you guess incorrectly, because that could be the difference of a win and a loss. But that'll do it for this video, guys. If you guys did enjoy it, please leave a like. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And don't forget to turn on your notifications so you don't miss another Tips with Tees in College Football 25. Thanks. I'm out. Peace.